of merry men, playing Darksiders Genesis. I will be playing. What's my guy's name, Jason?
Strife.
And you're playing War.
That's right.
And Nick is Wrath. What's the four horsemen's name?
Fury, and Mike is Death.
There we go.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna do. It's a 2-player co-op game. Both couch. Yeah, split screen couch co-op, and obviously we're going to be playing online here. Which, Jason, you've played more of this, but take us through a little bit of what this game is, as we kind of wander through this area.
Yeah, actually, first we'll start over here a little bit. So this is a twin stick shooter / top-down action game. So, for instance, you go ahead and you do some of your just general, So Strife is a gun character and has different ammunition, has a basic shot, you've got a charge shot there's other types of ammo that he unlocks. There's also Wrath abilities just like there were in the other Darksider games, so you've got, for Strife he's got like a little shadow clone that he can do. War has his Earth Splitter, and then this charge thing. So very much like if you played any of the Darksiders games, some of this is very familiar. You've still got puzzles, so I've got the Vorpal Blade there, so I can send that out. Do that. There's collectibles to get, secrets to unlock, things to find all over the place.
So this is basically Lara Croft in the Temple of Light.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I was
Yes.
Except it's got way more like abilities and like better action. Not that the action was bad, but it's like you had pretty simple action in that game. But like this, like I can switch between melee and guns and abilities, between your Wrath abilities and your, what are the ones on your D-pad, Jason, called? They're like gear. It's like gear.
Yeah, it's your gadgets for solving the puzzles.
Right. And I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what this game was, but I was really surprised at even the first. We should already have this, right, Jason?
Yeah, I don't know if this is just because it wouldn't let me hit the switch over there, so I don't know if that was just.
But I was really surprised because it's like, it wasn't an open world, but the first mission is like an assault on this castle, and you could kind of go wherever you wanted to an extent, and that was really cool. Like
That's weird. So this way isn't opening for me, but I see you moving ahead.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you can't move through it. Is that a bug? Because the bug is activated. Yeah, it must be. What happens?
Right here. Because you need the Vorpal Blade up ahead, so let's just go ahead and switch. And you can do the part up ahead and move on to the next chapter.
Gotcha. Do you want me to just go do this quick?
Yeah, keep going.
Okay. So I'm doing some traversal puzzles. Here it's teaching you how to use this blade.
War's Boomerang.
There you go.
From like when this was a Legend of Zelda type game.
Right.
Is the wall running from the first game in this too?
I don't know.
Like not nearly to the same degree that they had it in that.
My ally is out of range. Well, that's embarrassing.
Try now.
It's not.
Did that work?
No. Can I teleport you here?
Here, let me do it.
What happens when you drop out?
Yeah, let me just.
I love discovering things like this.
I know.
Always great.
Let me just drop out so you can. Once you get to the next area, I'll join you.
Of course, heavily designed art.
That's cool.
It's got the very all the cutscenes are like moving comics, and which I like. Like I like the style, the art style.
trust? Absolutely not. But
always
And
been a big fan.
war is war. Very
we could just
straightforward.
wait right here
And
forever.
Strife is the cocky gun. He's Cade 6.
I was gonna say he looks a little. He almost looks a little like Garrett.
Yeah, yeah, totally. Okay, we're gonna enter the void, Jason, and go
If
to
you
the.
step on that plate over there, you can play Hearthstone.
Or check
That's-
your Apple News.
That's the movie game. That's the mini game.
Now where are we?
I was
Okay.
expecting some IL.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Hey,
So now we're in the hub.
Things are getting interesting.
Familiar person. From the Darksiders.
One of the council members.
No, Volgrim. He's the merchant.
Oh yeah, the sales
Volgrim,
guy,
right?
sales dude. He looks like
The soul
Kelp is
leader?
Yes.
Dig the nickname.
Strife. Like
As voiced by Phil Lamar.
Oh, no kidding.
Your tongue, Wretch,
Yep.
before
My man,
I cut
witch.
it out.
Oh, but
You were cast here by Samael.
careful, horse.
The
War
council-
just never chill.
Patience isn't my brother's thing.
The lords of you are here.
And
I
Moloch.
mean, I think it's one of those titles where if you
Oh,
start
you
acting
can't look
nice,
it
you
with-
lose it, right?
No one-
Exactly. All right.
Creature core is unlocked. Alright, so here's one of the core mechanics. So you can open that up on your screen.
Right. Let's do that.
Gotta
Creature
start.
course.
Yeah.
Welcome to the
So-
creature core menu.
Yeah, so while you're kind of navigating that, I'll talk a little bit through
Yeah,
it.
go for it.
So one of the core upgrade mechanics in this is that as you kill demons and stuff like that, some of them will occasionally drop creature cores, and those give you your power-up abilities. So rather than it just being like you level up and you get experience points and here's a new ability, it's
Yo, is this a Castlevania game?
Sort
no, I mean not because it's not like it doesn't give you abilities in the same way like stuff in Castlevania did. It literally is like slot this in to get a health increase or get a wrath increase or something like that, right? So it's very much more here's your way to customize your upgrades basically. And as you earn repeated cores, like the effect of it gets stronger, and it the core kind of levels up. And there's like minor cores that you get from regular enemies. There's boss cores. Some of those, like one of the first ones that you get, I think increases your evade window by like 2 seconds, and then by 4 seconds, and then so.
That's a generous evade window.
Yeah. The slotting them in is then so each one of the areas there has like a level limit. So some things are only like if you notice like
A level
the
1,
pips
yeah.
on them, they can only be a level 1. So and then other things can go higher. So there is a little bit of okay, I have a core that increases my attack power by a percentage. So if I cap that at level 1, it's only ever going to be 1%. But if I put it in a higher one, then I could potentially upgrade that further to be a bigger boost to my attack power. The major cores then go in the bigger slots. So
Yep,
you
the
kind
big
of
boys.
create a chain of cores from minor then to a major. And if you keep them the same, so there's an attack core, there's a wrath core, and then there's a health core. If you match them up, you get a little bit of a bonus. Like you
Right.
can slot cores in regardless, but then you get like a little bit of a bump increase. And this is also the way that you increase all those stats. So you see on the bottom of the screen, there's strife power and war power, attack, wrath, and health. So as you put all these cores in, those stats go up, your power goes up, and power is actually what dictates then your ability to easily get through the levels in this game. The harder levels, require a bigger power. I'm not talking about Destiny. I'm talking about Darksiders Genesis. But so that's their kind of way of like they don't have gear. They don't have too much else. Like there are some abilities you can buy. So just like in the past games, there's a merchant. Not Volgrim. There's someone else that we'll get here that allows you to purchase new abilities. So like your combos do different stuff, or you add a new chain onto it, you know, stuff like that. Or when you jump up in the air, you can slam to the ground as War and do his little meteor strike or his axe smash, stuff like that. So a lot of the game is playing through distinct levels, and we'll go to the next one here. Killing enemies, getting souls that you spend at Vulgrim or the other merchant, powering up through creature cores and abilities, and then progressing through. You'll get new gear, you'll get new abilities along the way, new wrath abilities for Strife and War. And it feels different enough. Like Strife is a twin stick shooter.
Let us find Vulgrim's
War is actually more action, and it's a little bit tougher, like, because you have to pay attention to when enemies are attacking and parry and block and stuff like that. Oh, this actually interesting.
Is there any shared feel between this and say something like Kill Squad, which we played a bunch recently?
Well,
I'm asking just
characters-
because it's kind of like in Kill Squad, you had the characters were pretty synergized with one another, pretty.
sure, yeah, and like playing this co-op is very different than playing single player, because single player, you're only playing as one at a time, and then you're swapping between them. In single player, the puzzles are different too. So, for instance, back
This
here,
one here, yeah.
this is actually, I don't have the ability yet to do anything with this plate, but this is a War plate, and that's a Strife plate. So,
Cause
in
that's
single
purple
player-
and my guy's purple.
yeah. So in single
It
player,
matches his scarf.
it only has the War plate. It doesn't have the Strife plate. So they actually change things up based off of, you know, people playing, which is cool. That's an ability that Strife has. Yeah, there's all kinds of puzzles, things like, and so, you know, getting all the levels, there's collectibles. That if you bring up your map, it actually shows you on the right-hand side, like a list of what all is here. And as you do like a mission select screen, it'll also tell you what all there is, so you can.
And there's little
always
like mini side quests that you can do too, which is nice.
Yeah, challenges in a way, like
Mhm.
kill enemies or XYZ. So there's a lot of replayability to this. Is you know, sort of what I'm getting at with all. You know, you can come back, redo a level. You can redo it on a harder difficulty level. And one of the there's challenges associated with completing the game on the hardest difficulty level. All the completing all the levels on the hardest difficulty level, which of course have higher power requirements. So it's one of those things where you don't have to do the full game like that right away. It lets you kind of power yourself up and then come back in and do that later and do them one at a time, which I actually like. Making them discrete levels and all this other kind of stuff.
I really like the action animations of the executions, especially like
Yeah,
that one
That's a
there,
it's a nice one. They got executions, which
and it's different for each sort of type of demon.
and it's different per Strife and War.
Yeah,
so
totally. Well, I like your big boot one. You just stick your sword into him and then boot him.
Yeah, there's one enemy that you kill that you like flip them over, and then you toss them up in the air and you stick your sword up, and they just like fall on your sword and you impale them. It's pretty good. It's a solid game. Like it's more than I was expecting after Darksiders 3, which I didn't play much of, but like I saw enough to know that it wasn't what people were really looking for as far as a Darksiders game. I loved Darksiders 1 and 2, so I'm always eager to kind of get back into this universe, and especially in co-op. I think they've done a great job too with the co-op here. It's more or less drop in, drop out, and I'm actually using my characters in the game here. So we're in Locke's game. We'll hop over to my game in a little bit here, but I'm bringing in all the stuff that I had in my game to Locke's, which in some way maybe is a little unfair because yeah. But at the same time, like, you know, I don't think that anything in the game is in such a way that it makes it easy. Like, I'm still getting hit hard. Like, there's never anything I've seen that's like increase your defense. It's always increase your health and increase your attack power and that stuff, but you're always going to get hit the same way, which I think is probably one way to sort of balance all this. So here's your wall running stuff, Mike.
Heck yeah.
It's this is a very good one of these. It just happens to be a Darksiders game, which I enjoy anyways. Like you said, Jason, I know I enjoyed Darksiders quite a bit. I like the world, and even if this wasn't a Darksiders one, I still think it's a good one of these.
Yeah, and you know, again, I'm just happy to be back inside this and doing it.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, I'm always curious to see what the story evolves into. What you know, there's so many. There is, not to be whatever, but there's a lot of unanswered questions still within the thing. And when the studio got shut down those years ago from THQ and everything else, it was sort of what's going to happen to this. So I'm glad to see like the devs got picked back. You know, they started up their own studio. This is Airship Syndicate, which was formed from a lot of the ex-devs from. I don't want to say Gunfire. That's not right. Is it Gunfire Games?
Gunfire Games.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Gunfire Games, the Remnant people.
No. Okay.
Was that them?
No, I'd have to go back and look and remember what the name of the developer.
I have the Googles. Let's see.
Nice.
Vigil Games was the original, and they split off into Gunfire and Airship Syndicate. So yeah, so all those devs, and you know, it's still Joe Madeira, I think is his name.
Joe Mad.
Yeah. You know, kind of the creative force behind all this. So it's just so good. Like there's parts of this where it is difficult. Like, you know, and like you get hit and you don't survive long and stuff like that. So like there's definitely a skill requirement that is there for those who look for a challenge. I will say sometimes playing as war is tough because seeing, like, there's a little bit of a yellow flash when enemies are about to attack, and it can be tough to see that coming in some instances, just because of the way that the lighting is and everything else. But on the whole, I think it works pretty well.
I don't think Strife should have the ghost arm, whatever it's called. Seems unfair that he gets two ranged things.
Well, the ghost arm doesn't do much except for grab things.
Right. Well, grab enemies.
Oh, I went backwards. Okay. I actually haven't unlocked it. I don't think even in my game, I don't think I've gotten another piece of gear for Strife.
Don't come this way.
Yeah. It's like, where are you going?
And like, I love the way the environments are designed, because this feels huge, but it's like, even just this little area here with this lava, it feels huge, but it's just like 4 platforms, and like there's only one way to go. Like,
yeah,
I don't know, just the way they've designed it, especially with the isometric style. It's it tricks you into thinking it's larger than it is, but.
And I mean, so this is underground here, so we're just walking around on foot. There are outdoor levels where you can summon your horse and ride your horse around.
Like the horsey.
So there's, and it's varied too. I mean, like, this is very Diablo. Some other levels, like there's, it's ice. It's in a treasure chamber of sorts. so like there's some different varied level design, and we'll see some of that. And the first boss fight, actually, I just got to. It's like the real boss fight. Is got great music. It was a lot of fun to do. I'll show that off. Anyone who's interested in spoilers or whatever, obviously, will kind of mark between when we switch to Locke's and mine. But I say, it's one of those games that, like, if you like what you see, there's
Look at that
no
achievement.
reason not to pick it up, because I think it's an excellent execution of this kind of action twin stick shooter. Even like I said with War, it's different play style, doing the melee combo attacks. Like, he absolutely feels different and plays differently than Strife does. And so also from that same aspect is playing with a friend. Like I was kind of like feeling like Locke maybe should play as Strife. Not to say it's easy mode or anything like that, but it's easier.
It's easier.
With the way enemies are in this game, and having to really get that good read. Playing as War is tough because you're going to get hit constantly unless you're good at reading when they're attacking and when to use your parry and all this other kind of stuff.
It would be different if I didn't have a melee attack, if I was just guns.
Right.
And I had to like really dodge and really pay attention to my positioning, but as soon as guys get close, I can just slice them up.
Well, and it's interesting too, like, so your Y actually will make you dodge away and slow enemies, so... Alright, so there's going to be a little bit of a spoiler for something that's to come, but obviously if you've ever played a Darksiders game, you know that at some point you're going to get big, mad, and angry.
You're using your ultimate super.
Yeah.
Oh.
Looking forward to the
I remember
solar
when I fought
buffs.
this guy in Dark Souls 2.
Yep. Isn't he the tutorial boss? Oops.
Oh, it's the you fight when you go into you cross the PvP bridge in Dark Souls 2.
Oh, right.
Go around
So
the
I get to
Smelter
go...
Deep, that's it.
There you go.
Boy, he's only interested in Locke.
It's alright.
I mean,
I can take
same.
it. Yeah, same.
Same.
as long as we're being honest.
So I like when my guy goes and I can just do free charge shots. Oop, that's not what I wanted.
Gotta be honest.
Give me those. Oh, yes. Just teed them up there, boys. Oh, I did not plan for those explosives.
Alright, so Locke, you should do the execution.
Okay, well. Jump up. Ooh. Rip off his horn. Oh, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing. That felt good.
That's so troubling now.
Look at all that. Look
Give me
at
all
all
that-
those skulls and
And here I thought you were
orbs
warming
flying
up
out of
to
that
it.
enemy.
I'm
Now that your humor escapes me.
I'm really interested in doing different combos with the creature orbs.
Creature cores,
Yeah,
yeah.
creature
I
cores.
mean, there's a limited number because there's a set number of enemies in the game. But yeah, definitely like
We could be man.
how you trying to figure out the best combination for stuff. I think
Mm-hmm.
the way that they have stuff limited. All right,
Okay, let's go to the void. Save it.
yeah. And I'm also yeah. So I'm curious how this is gonna work for pulling you into my game, because if it's using your stuff, if it's gonna
Yeah, we'll see.
artificially bump your power up.
I'm gonna go start that. I'm gonna go start talking to Buddy here. This is not where I need to be. Hello, friend. This is not true. Oh, I'm in a world. So when you leave, it says you're in a world for 2 players, so you do have to hit a summoning stone to kind of reset your world to 1 player. Oh, there we go. World has changed. Boom. And that's what split screen is. It's good. It's got enough space.
Alright, you can join me whenever.
Okay.
So yeah, so like I said, so this is a little bit further along. I believe... Yeah, so there's 17 levels total. So I'm at level 7. Yeah. So close to halfway through the game. So if you care about spoilers or stuff in terms of characters that you meet, things that happen, now would be a good time to
Hello, friend.
turn it off. Hello.
So I have my
It is
regular
now
powers.
ideal.
It is now ideal.
You don't have anything new or changed?
No. How do I bring up my bullets again? Ammo. There we go.
But I'm also limited, so
It's on hard mode, baby.
well, I can't advance to any later chapters.
Oh, so it's locked from the lowly
Yep.
player.
Yep. So whatever you've got to do next in terms of...
You've done it.
You're pretty excited over a shiny rock, Volgrim. But to each his own.
A shiny rock, is it?
I think the voice acting in this game is pretty good too.
Mhm,
I like
it is.
Strife.
Yeah, I do too.
He and War play off each other really well.
New
Ooh, finally some room to stretch my legs. What are you all looking at? Oh,
I'm looking at this.
you're alive.
Or Dat.
Looks like our arrangement still stands.
Fair.
Stone was a prison? Is this how you treat all your business associates? Noted. None of this matters. We must find Lucifer. What do you know?
Lucifer? What are you...
All things are connected, horseman. This was captured.
That's one way to put it.
What is this item?
It's called the Ember Core.
So I'm guessing it would throw a wrench in Lucifer's plans if
I'd say that's a good bet.
anything that gets us closer to the deceiver is worth pursuing.
The Ember Core is housed in a demonic forge called the
Save us,
I like
your
that it's
demon.
very serious, but doesn't take itself too seriously.
Yeah, well, and so the way that War and Strife, like, War is always just serious.
It's just
man.
business,
Serious
man.
business.
Just
Yeah.
business. Got to
And
keep the
Strife is
balance.
Like, lighten up, man.
I like this. We make some potions. Yeah.
Yeah. So here's the vendor that sells you upgrades as far as.
Ooh, I will take an evade counter. What do I do now? Only the best. I'll take a 20% increase there. Good.
Devil's Heel, aka the air hike.
Air hike, yeah.
That's some
Let's take that.
little nod to Devil May Cry, I guess.
Yeah, I like it. Okay, there we go. That's enough for now. Ooh, that is saucy. That is saucy. That's a saucy move, my friends. Here's our... Look at that kick. Yeah.
This whole area looks like something out of Trine.
Yeah. I think... Aren't the Trine characters unlockable in this? That'd be a sick mashup.
I'm gonna make a giant box, put War on the box, and move the box. Good old Trine.
Why is it? Oh, I'm not... Oh, that was... Jason, where am I? Big ass maze.
Yep.
Oh, good.
So it's a little bit of a place where, yeah, actually you're going the right way. It's like a revisit. In its own way, it's like you start. This place starts filling out, not just here, but like all over. So if you come over this way, if you remember from the siege level,
yes.
Yeah,
I like
yeah, the
this.
giant ballista.
Shoot
You'll
me.
see stuff from like.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's wicked. I like that. It's my trophy hut.
Oh, it broke, but look what you get.
What do I get?
Boatman's coin.
I didn't get a
Or is it
boatman's
still
coin.
functioning? Is it broken for you? Or is it still?
It is also broken for me.
Yeah,
It's
there's
fine.
a boatman's coin that showed up here. Anyways, yeah, you'll see stuff. Oh, because it. Well, here, hold on. Now I'm curious. How much of this stays?
Okay, so that's my treasury. Oh, lighting effects. Looks so
Okay,
good.
Yeah, it does. All right, the level I just completed. It unlocks here a area where you can pet some dogs.
Okay, well, I gotta finish that level. I hope they're three-headed dogs. What is wrong with my jumping today?
It can be a little tough to judge those. Not gonna lie.
All right, let's hop
So we'll
in.
do one more level here.
Let's do one more.
At least the jumping is not like I've been playing Control recently, and some places where you can miss a jump and you just straight up
We can
die.
only exist to forge weapons that stand against the forces of
Why?
evil, and to tear down the work of the makers.
That's such a
So
strong
how
jaw.
about we do our priority? Sure, but why not have some fun along the way?
I'm all about fun. I'm so easygoing. I like the animation that that's done.
Levels can be pretty long here, so actually I'm not gonna worry about.
Mm-hmm.
Probably won't finish this for the stream.
Oh, hello. That's my air kick down, or my.
Just show off enough of this. Kind of
That's
get an
what I
idea
meant to do.
how things look.
But just like even in that first intro section, look at the verticality of it. It's just wicked.
Oh yeah, I mean, like if you bring up, well, it's hard to say. This levels can be long. Like it can take,
First
An
level
hour or
took me like
so.
an hour. Yeah.
yeah, to clear level, especially like if you're doing all the side stuff, which there's a lot to do, and if you're trying to get different missions and everything else. So like the fact that they're segmented doesn't mean that they're short necessarily. I think I've already put like 7.5 hours into the game for where I'm at, so yeah, it is by no means like a short game. It is definitely a there's a lot here, and I find it fun to explore all these levels. And see
It is. Get all the boatman coins and
yeah, get everything that
trickster
you can.
stuff.
I don't. That's the one execution I don't like. So the dog's war picks up the dog and just puts his sword in its mouth.
Oh, I don't like that either. Can I please have my coin?
Yeah, I gotta say overall, like the game is just super visually appealing.
It is. And it's like even on that last boss there was a lot happening on screen, but it wasn't hard to parse out. Like I knew exactly what Jason was doing. I can't say the same for myself, but like you could always tell where you were and where you needed to be, whether it's contrasting colors or something gets highlighted, that sort of thing.
It's like you said, like this area, it just looks so massive.
It's huge. But
Yeah.
what's the opposite of a skybox? This ground box here?
I'm just in general, especially lately, I'm a pretty big fan of games that lean on their art style to make up for what their graphics might lack in technical craft.
Totally.
Like this game is very clearly low poly, but it looks sweet as hell because the art style is really strong and it's gonna run really nicely on just about everything.
Yep.
Well, and it also reminds me of what am I thinking of? Battle Chasers, Night War.
Yep.
Because I feel,
Same artist.
well, yeah, right. But I mean, like, it's also, I don't know if it's running on the same engine or not.
Well, was the studio the one that made Battle Chasers?
Yeah. So here's where things start getting more chaotic.
The combat is like Diablo 3 chaotic.
Yeah.
This looks like it might even scratch the itch for like a Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, dude.
hey.
Good fucking pull. That's a great
Yeah.
pull, Mike.
Thank
I remember playing the shit out of those with my sister. Yo, no kidding. I even played the Fallout version.
Oh, jeez.
What was that
Was
called?
EverQuest 1 Champions of Norath?
Yeah, Champions of North was good.
Brotherhood of Steel? Is that?
Yep.
Brotherhood of Steel. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that game.
Not as good as the Baldur's Gate ones, but it was a fun. Yeah, it was a fun couch co-op game.
What was the Dungeons and Dragons?
Is it the red and white box one?
That's Demon Stone.
No, that's Steven Stone. You're right.
The Champions of Norath.
That's
No, that was
EverQuest.
a fail.
Or no.
That's some hunter jumping right there that you need.
Oh my goodness.
Like you do one jump, then you do the second jump.
Yeah.
You're close to the. Like you get as much horizontal as you can. Yeah. Anyways, we don't have to. You can get all of those later.
I'll get those
Yeah.
later. Yeah, I don't need everything.
We'll keep pushing forward just a little bit further here.
I like this little flip.
Well, there was the. Yeah. Okay. So Champions of Norath and Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, and what I was trying to get towards was Lord of the Rings War and
Oh, there we go.
the Snowblind Studio games. They were all not exactly.
Yo,
like
yeah,
this,
yeah.
but
That was more recent, right? Yeah.
pretty good co-op, like two-player co-op.
You're right.
game.
Yes, good call. Whew.
What else did they make? They made a Justice League game. And a game called Death Tank.
They also have different different kinds of challenges and quests. Like if you go on your quest log, you can see stuff for things for the overall progress for different things, progress for certain levels, challenges that then award.
Come Hadouken this with me.
Okay.
Oh, no shit. I got Kelp drops.
There you go.
I'll use
Just
that.
in time.
Sure do.
Okay, let's chill, barbarian.
Hey, that's why I'm here.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, like, some of these things, look at levels, it's enough that it kind of fakes it that I was just like, this really reminds me of Diablo 3.
Yeah. Even just the flow of combat
Yeah.
feels good. It's got a good mouthfeel.
The mouthfeel is excellent. And yeah, it's a shame I couldn't show off the later boss because, like I said, the music for that boss fight was really good, and just it was a cool boss fight. Like it's the first time that they did something that's a little bit different for everything else that you see in the game.
Stand here for story.
Yes.
The fiery ambition of demons looking to
They
upset
got
the
nuclear power
balance.
plants.
This, but what about Fulgrim?
There's a boatman's coin I need.
Scales? We need his information. Would have the council wouldn't be too happy if they knew.
Council of Angels and Demons.
Sure, relax.
The Charred Council.
Let
Swiss Charred
That's a
Council.
good edgelord name for that kind of thing.
Yeah, no kidding.
Charred Council.
Yeah.
They were in the.
They were in the other. Yeah, they were in 1 and 2. I remember that. I just think the name is great. Absolute bullshit, which makes it even better.
So it's Frosty. Ooh, a demonic magus. Or magus.
Magus.
Magus, magus, mage.
I hate those guys.
Yeah.
Well, Magus, you know, you stand in his summoning chamber in Chrono Trigger.
Nice.
Dope-ass music.
Yep, yep.
Bamf.
He's the guy with the scythe, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Face judgment.
Trickster key over here.
Beautiful. I haven't found a trickster door yet.
We've gone past a couple.
Okay. Are they like challenge levels or?
They're special things, so like you just usually get upgrades or
Mhm.
stuff in them. Some of them have other little things. So actually, we'll get to the one here because I think we're pretty close to.
Strife's cape is giving me a big Raziel feel, and I'm okay with that.
Whatever happened to the IP rights to Legacy?
I don't know. Legacy.
Probably owned by THQ Nordic. They bought everything else that was.
Yeah, where's my action RPG of that?
Wasn't Amy? Didn't Amy Hennig work on those?
She worked on the
Soul
Blood
Reaver?
Omen. She
I
worked
have-
on Blood Omen the first game.
I have very fond memories of Blood Omen. It's etched in my brain as one of my greatest Christmas presents ever.
So apparently the IP is available for license through the Square Enix Collective.
Oh.
So we can
Purchase that.
do that.
Is this a 2-player thing?
Possibly.
Yep, it is. Go for it, Jason.
Nope.
Hey, did you know a Grim Dawn Definitive Edition came in?
What?
Yes.
That game's fun.
I love that game.
All right. So there's a trickster door over here that we'll.
Okay.
Actually, we'll do this first. We'll come back for the trickster door.
Fight this rock.
You know, I'm pretty
Push
sure
that switch over there.
there's some Christmas carolers outside my door.
Yeah, get him on stream.
I can't. I got my
Alright.
door closed. I don't want to go out there.
I don't blame you.
Mike doesn't want to interact with people.
You're lucky I'm here.
That's why he's always online.
Right?
Yeah, I'm just looking through my Steam library right now because I wanted to see if I have any cool hack and slash games. The answer is yes.
God damn, it is hot. Buzz is fogging up. One of the many reasons I choose not to hide behind a ridiculous mask.
Yes, of course. You're so.
That's not a mask. Oh,
Oh, snap.
sorry.
All right. Now I'll go back to the trickster door.
Good thing we got an ingot. Got the
We got an
ingot.
ingot.
It's my new tattoo. That loading screen.
It's not a bad tattoo.
Nope. Could be
Symbol of
worse.
The horseman. Yeah.
Can put it right beside the Bloodborne symbol on my neck. Hadouken with me.
Curious since I've already opened this door if that uses one of my keys.
Who's the trickster?
No.
Loki?
I believe he shows up in the second Darksiders. He's voiced by Mark Hamill.
Oh, beautiful.
See what we can make of this.
Are you forging? No kidding, hey?
What'd you get?
A rock?
Okay.
I got a rock.
I got a creature core.
Nice. Probably completed a quest too.
Yeah, Hell's Forge. Legion Bolt Splitter, 5% health increase. Sick! Aw.
So yeah.
This game's good. This
It
game's
is.
real good. Buy this, play it with your siblings and or friends over the holidays. If you don't, I guess you can go to hell and you'll see war there.
No, to hell with you.
And that's a wrap.
Out, on all the consoles and PC. And yeah, 2-player couch co-op or 2-player online co-op. It's good stuff. We will be back tomorrow with some mech action for
Oh, that's right.
Mecha Tuesday.
Mech Warrior 5 action.
That's right, Mech Warrior 5 Mercenaries out tomorrow. And we'll have a stream tomorrow night showing off the co-op in that.
Oh,
So-
get ready for some big mech thick boys.
Thick metal boys.
Yep.
Do it.
Thanks everyone for tuning in, and we'll catch you all tomorrow night.
Go to hell.